So I've become a really big fan of these Ballograf Epoca ballpoint pens. So I just want to do another quick video on them because I've basically filled out my collection of them. The first one I bought was this very plain ivory colored one. It might look white, but it's definitely ivory. And it's this is a plastic grip, plastic body with silver metal highlights. Really nice click to it. Writes well. It uses a Ballograf ballpoint refill, but I was able to convert it without very much difficulty into using a Schmidt EasyFlow 9000. So they're a really great everyday writer. The mechanism this pen uses internally is shockingly complex. So I had some fun taking that apart. But just a word of advice, if you do take these pieces apart, it's not entirely clear how to get them back together, so just be careful doing that. Anyway, I really do love this pen. I find myself picking it up 9 times out of 10, grabbing this one instead of grabbing Parker Jotter. But they are hard to find in the US and they are a little bit expensive. I'm talking about maybe $6 for this pen. I liked it so much that I bought it in this different color. This is like a orange or a salmon. This one I left completely stock, even left a stock sticker on there. And again, just a Ballograf Epoca, great pen. I went a little crazy and I picked up the other variants of the pen just because I was curious about them. This is the Epoca as well, but this one uses a rubberized grip. So same body, same clip, same button, same click. All the internals are the same, but this piece right here is rubberized, and you could tell because it's instead of being glossy, it's matte. And here's just a comparison. See, glossy, matte. This pen is a little bit more expensive, maybe like $2 or $3 more, but it's harder to find even here in New York. And it's slightly grippy. No, it doesn't press down. There's no, it doesn't give when you press it. So it's just a little bit grippier, and this color is the same here, but you could definitely tell that it's not glossy plastic. I would say this pen is cool, but not worth the change. Better off, in my opinion, sticking with that classic aesthetic because you don't get a whole lot out of the extra grip. Maybe it's slightly better, but I don't really find it to be any more comfortable. Next up, this is I think what they call the premium version. And all this is, it's plastic body, plastic grip, but it moves to gold trim. So here is the silver trim, and here's the gold trim. No other changes, but this one moves the price up to like, I don't know, maybe $13. Same click, everything's the same. It just has that sort of executive presence from the gold. I think it's a little too flashy. I'm glad I picked it up, which I think this black and gold is really sharp, but a little flashy for day-to-day use. I don't know that. Maybe I shouldn't have bought the black and gold. It's maybe too much contrast, but it looked great on the website. I picked it up. In person, I don't know. Not in love with it, but very cool addition to the family nonetheless. And I think the really cool one, if you are gonna buy anything aside from the stock, is this. And this one is the, what I would call the true premium, but basically it moves to a full metal upper with the silver trim and a normal plastic body. So the funny part is that it's like some sort of lightweight aluminum material, and it really is not any heavier or discernibly heavier than the standard plastic. So while it looks cooler, I really haven't found it to be any more durable or have much feel difference from the original. Really the main difference you're getting, aside from, again, the aesthetics from having it all silver, is you get these this cool piping or these striations or whatever they're called going down the body. The plastic one does not have that. So I think this pen is just extremely sharp looking, and just it's probably my favorite of the Epocas. Again, I really don't think you could go wrong with the original, and it's like I wouldn't really be able to disagree with you if you said this like really is the way to go and couldn't be improved upon. But just for my own aesthetics, I like this metal one. I think it's really great. I've been carrying this one a whole lot lately. I wouldn't say it's one of my most carried pens of 2018 yet, but I could see it becoming one of my top ones. And you can see when I click, it's a super low profile, and that's because I also put the Easy Flow 9000 in this one, trimmed it down, and I trimmed it a little bit too short, but I actually like how it looks with that kind of stub nose to it. And it writes really well, so no complaints there. Anyway, that's just going way too deep into the Ballograf Epoca. It's just a fun pen, and it's worth knowing about. It was a real blind spot of mine, so I was happy to discover this thing earlier this year. Thanks for watching.